Hey everybody, this is Donnaleigh. I'm really excited about the Gilded Reverie Lenormand app, so I wanted to share with you today just kind of what it looks like and walk you through it. So it's very flexible. This is now the only Lenormand app in the market. There is one coming out for the Lenormand Revolution soon. You'll see one in there when you look up Lenormand. It'll say Lenormand Tarot. That's not a Lenormand, that's actually something different. It's a tarot. So you have your choice of a card of the day, and if you tap on the button it'll take you there. Information about how to use this app, and then preferences. And at the bottom you can choose to look at all the cards, any card you want. You can do your readings here, and there's your journaling if you want to save the information. Now let's start at the top. Your card of the day will bring up a random card. It will draw for you just one card, give you the energy of the day or something, card you might want to study. And today we have this extra card that's called the dice. If you're not sure what any of the cards mean, you can just tap right here on this little button there. It'll turn it over and it talks to you about what it is. And the narrative here was written by Tally Goodwin and Brenna George, two wonderful Lenormand experts, so you're getting some great information. If you feel you want to look at the card again, tap there. If you want to look at other cards in the deck, every time you tap on the arrow forward or back, it'll take you to the cards in order, 38, 37, okay? And you can look at the back of any of those cards too and see what they mean. All right, so let's go back to main menu. So that was our card of the day. Information about how to use the app. It's very brief, but it talks about how it's really, you can use the spread and the pinch features, how to use the arrow, the grand tableau. I'll show you. That's like the best part of this whole app, how you can move around things on the screen. I'll show you that as well. And the journal. It talks about how to use the journal. I'll show you that as well. And you can save your journal. You can email things out, which allows you to print it on any computer because it gives you a great screen capture of the grand tableau. So lots of fun things. So it'll tell you if you forget. There's your little kind of table of contents on how to use it. Return to main menu. And the last thing we've got here is preferences. And this allows you to do things like turn the animation, the shuffling on or off. Also, if you don't want the extra cards that Chiro added, there's 4 bonus cards, number 37, 38, 39, and 40. We just saw the dice one, that's one. If you don't like to use the extra cards, you want to stick to tradition, just take this and tap on it. It will go from on to off, and then at the bottom you hit save. I like them, so I'm going to keep them in there. If you want card reversals, most people I know don't use card reversals for Lenormand, but again, you have the option of turning that on or off as well. Also, you can choose which bird card you want. Do you want the regular bird or the owl? You just tap on the one you want and it will highlight it. And also, when you choose your significator, you want to know if you're going to do a man and a woman, or a man and a man, or a woman and a woman, so that you have the right number in your spread. And here's where you choose it. So here's woman, woman, for 2 women in the same spread, man, man, and you have man and woman A and man and woman B. So you get to, and because he has 2 man cards, you can kind of choose which is your favorite picture to look at of which man or which woman. And then you just save it. I'm going to choose this one. And I like the owls, and then save. And that's that. So this is if you want to look at all the cards. So you just tap there. It gives you a list in order of all the cards in the deck. You can study any one you want just by clicking on it, tapping on the sun here. I have a beautiful sun card. By using a spreading motion, look at the detail. I mean, you can enlarge this and the resolution is absolutely fantastic. Tapping on the little arrow flips it over. You can read all about the sun, and you can either scroll forward or back, or you can just go back to cards that way. Check out another one, and the same thing. You can just really have a good time enjoying. That. I just can't get over the detail, and each scale, if you can, I don't know if you can appreciate that through the video here, but there's so much detail on each scale. Minimize it by pulling together, pinching, and then you have the choice of readings. It comes with several kind of like ready for you readings. You can either do the do a new reading allows you to kind of make your own. There's also 2 card, a line of 5, the square of 9. Both of the grand tableau arrangements are available for you. And 5 cards with houses is one I added and saved. You can actually make your own template. So I dragged the cards the way I wanted them, and now anytime I want to do my favorite spread, it'll put them down there. Let's go back to the main menu, and we're going to pick, let's watch this. I have to show you the grand tableau. Let's pick grand tableau 1. It shuffles the cards automatically when you choose it, and it starts throwing the cards down for you. And it's super uber fast. I love how quick it is. Turns it over and you're ready to go. Now, if you want, here's what you can do. If you just lay your finger down, let's say you take the heart, and if I just lay my finger down on it, did you see how it changed? That's the house it's on. It's on the fox. The man, lay my finger down, he's in the house of the bear. So it will, if you're not sure which the houses are by heart, it's going to give them to you. You just tap on it. If any of the cards look small, and you're like, which one is that? You just tap on it twice, boom, boom. Makes it nice and big. You can view it just like before. You can turn it over if you want, and you can see the back side of it. And when you're ready, you just go back to the spread here, and it takes you right back to where you were. So this is so fun to look at. I can spread to look bigger, pinch to go back to the small, and if I want to save this, this is a reading I'm doing for a client, or I want to save this to my journal. So what you do is you go to Save to Journal, tap there. It will set up the journal page all ready for you. It will give you the date for you, kind of starts it for you. You don't even have to know what day it is. It pops it right in there for you. There's our grand tableau. We've got a great screen capture we can look at. And when you want to write, you just tap into the body of it like you would when you're writing a text. Tap into the body of it. It sets you all up. You just tap whatever it is, type whatever you want. It'll start writing it for you. Type. And then when I'm done, what I want to do is I tap on this feather. Did you see how it turned red? That's saving. It's now saved what I typed. I want to add more, tap in there again, blah, 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 blah. I want to save it. Turns red, acknowledges it's saved. Now, I want to send this to somebody, or I want to print it on my computer, or I want to just put it in another journal somewhere, print it out. So here is your send, your little letter. Makes sense. You can email it. Tap on the letter, and what it will do is sets up an email for you, address it to whomever you want. It already puts it into the body of the email for you, and off it goes, and you send it. Then you can print it out, do whatever you want. I'm going to cancel this, delete, and I'm going to go back to the journal. All the ones that I've saved, when you click on it, it'll open up here all the dates that I've saved. So if I go into any of the dates, it'll go into the previous ones that I did. Back to the journal. I want to pick a different one. There's another one that I did. Okay, so lots of fun with that. You can send it right to your clients. It's so beautiful. Let's go back to readings. Let's look at the line of 5. So it sets it up nice and neat for you. Once the spread is where you want it and you want to see what the cards are, you've got to lock it. That little button right there locks it so that when you tap it, now you will see what's under each card. You can spread it to make it look bigger. You can also tap on the cards to see what they are. Then you can return back to the spread there. You can say, I don't know what these two mean. I want to clarify. I want to add another card. Unlock it. Drag more over, just by kind of holding and dragging. 2 more cards. I want to lock it so I can turn them over. There you go, your 2 extra cards. You can save it to your journal right here, and it'll send it there. You can go back to the main menu if you're done, or get this. Suppose this layout is one I want to use all the time with these 5 and then an extra 2 here. But every time I draw it, I want obviously different cards to come up. If you save the spread by clicking right there, you can name it. I'm just going to call it mine. Hit save. Now, when I go back to the main menu and I go to readings, there it is. Mine is in there. So if I click on mine, there it is with the 2 extra cards. Lock it. I've now got different cards in my favorite spread. And again, I can save it to the journal if I want. Let's go back to the main menu. So you can have a ton of fun with this. You've got your choice of the 2 grand tableaus. So no matter which of the 2, if you like the 9x4 or the 8x4 plus 4, they're all there for you. So that's the gist of it. I think it's the best app that I've seen on the market yet. Chiro's tarot apps have the same flexibility of dragging the cards around in any type of arrangement that you want. So it allows you to be you. You don't have to get stuck to somebody else's spread. And I think you're going to have a great time with this. It's probably got features I haven't even figured out yet, but I hope you enjoy really the imagery of these cards, the readings it will give you, the speed of the grand tableau, and the ability to get your spread out of the iPad and onto your client's computer. When you go to the journal and you want to, say, delete a reading of a client that you no longer need, or you want to make space, if you just hit the top where it says Manage Entries, you'll see the little negative sign come up to the little red dot. Click on it. A delete option will come up, and there you go. So you can just click, delete, click, delete. Suppose you have a reading spread that you set up, like the one I just did with mine. You decide you no longer want it, or you made a mistake. You swipe right across it. You just put like hold it and swipe to the right. It'll give you the option to delete it. This is one that I did that it's actually more than 5 cards. It's 1 significator and 3 cards to each side, but I added houses. So now every time I want to do the spread, it throws them down real fast for me. And I can see what's in the card. There's my spread. Beautiful. Have a great time with this app. It's so flexible, you can make it completely yours. At this point, this is now only available on the iPad and iPod, but by the end of the month, Chiro said it should be available for the Android, the Kindle, and some other platforms as well. And we're looking forward to that. So it's only $4.99, and which is absolutely fabulous price for this deck, which was put out as a collector's deck. So I hope you enjoy using this great app. Here's the 2-card spread. There you go. I can move them around, and I'll lock it. Star and Crossroad.